Thanks for coming on back this week. I'm going to a wedding today, that's why I look so glamorous. So you know I set some goals last week for what I want to do / be in 2015. You might remember that I said I was going to try to stop eating so many lean cuisines and start actually cooking and eating healthy. So far, there are a few things that I'm failing. I'm still gonna work on that, but it is week 2 and I am on vlog number 2. Yes. So anyway, basically my point is how not to like set a bunch of goals at the start of the new year and be like, I'm gonna do all these things, and then just just totally fail. What do you do? What do you do to not suck at your goals? What do you do to set goals and stick with them? I recently read this article written by Donald Miller. In the article, he says basically you can only achieve 3 big things in 1 year. I recently learned from a UCLA screenwriting professor as far as setting goals for screenwriting and getting your writing done, and this can apply to anything, any goals. Draw these 4 quadrants: urgent, not urgent, important, not important. And you can categorize your goals into these 4 different quadrants to really figure out where you want to spend most of your time. So I think that's step number 1. So how am I gonna achieve my goals this year? Well, I Googled it and I came across something that Dr. Phil says. 7 steps to reaching your goals. Express your goal in terms of specific events or behaviors. Express your goal in terms that can be measured. Assign a timeline to your goal. Choose a goal that you can control. Plan and program a strategy that will get you to your goal. Define your goal in terms of steps, and create accountability for your progress towards your goal. I came across another article on Huffington Post, and I really liked this one. It was written by this woman who was giving her advice about setting goals. And she tells a story about how when she was, up and coming in the corporate world or whatever, she started off a year setting these goals that she could write down and be like, okay, I'm gonna check that off, and goals that were very much in her control. But her mentor sat her down and told her, no, you don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. You want to create goals that are like so sky high and out of reach that you're like shooting for the moon and you're gonna land among the stars. That worked for her. She started setting these crazy, that's impossible, it's just not gonna happen. But in like working her ass off to get there, she far exceeded anything that she would have written down or put as a goal that would have been in her control. I think it is important to set to decide the things that you really want to commit to break those goals down into small steps that you can tackle and achieve, so you just don't feel like a total loser. But I do think that I really like that idea of setting a goal that's so kind of far out there that it challenges you, it pushes you to go further. There's some fear that comes in there, there's some a healthy fear of failure, and I think that's a good thing to have. So I think it's finding a balance of these things. My big goal for the year, I will share with you. I'm gonna make a movie this year. That might be like my 3 goals, like just wrapped up into one. I'm really fucking terrified of that goal. It'll be my first feature-length film, but you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. So in closing for this week, I'd like to share my quote of the week, and that is a quote from Peter A. Cohen. And he's a CEO and entrepreneur, business tycoon guy who says, there is no one giant step that does it. It's a lot of little steps. Also, in parting, I have a humble little request of you guys. I need your likes, guys. I need you to like me. So, yeah. That's it for this week. And I'm gonna try to keep these coming. So come on back next week. Set your goals. Choose 3 things that you want to do this year and break them down into little steps and do them, but don't